Humankind is a brand new 4X strategy game in which you're gonna explore combining cultures together to create your own civilizations. In fact, that's the best selling point of this game. For this kind of 4X game, you would definitely love to mess around with combinations of cultures in the game, right? But if you don't have a decent start at the Neolithic Era and the Ancient Era, some cultures would not be available for you in the next era, or some combo would be less effective. Thus, you won't be able to try out a combination that you like with its full potentials. So in this series, I will run through each one of the cultures one by one, starting from the Ancient Era, to show you how to get the perfect start for each early cultures that you pick. And from that, you can start your own combinations. I will play through the Neolithic Era and the Ancient Era together because they are somewhat related. What you do during Neolithic Era will affect your decision making when it comes to picking a culture in the Ancient Era. Okay, at the start of the game, zoom out so you can see where you are on the map. Your goal in this era is to pick up the curiosity, which are this shiny thing like this one. This one gives you 10 food. You see the right tab. It says 10 food over 20. If you get to 20 food, you're gonna get a new army. Here's another one. When you gain another army, you can split them up into two, like this, so that you can have another tribe and each one of them can go different directions and you can explore faster. When you see the sanctuary, ransack it and this will give you 20 food immediately. So you get another army in my hunting party. So I have an army of 2 and an army of 1. So if you happen to be in these situations, when you have an army of 3 and you see a mammoth nearby, you can fight it to get another army. And always do manual battles. If you succeed on hunting a mammoth, this will immediately give you 20 food. So combat, for the early game, you always want to stay on the high ground and attack the mammoth from behind, which means that you have to have at least 2 armies, so one in the front and 1 from behind. And having 3 of them make it easier. And there you go, you see right here I have 4 tribes in my hunting party. I'm gonna end the turn right here, and the next turn I see another sanctuary, so I will split up one of my army and do the ransack. And I know that the next turn I'm gonna have 5 armies and I can go to the next era. So this is a really quick start. I think we can pick any cultures that we like in this game. When you hunt a deer, you can do instant resolutions, and you can do that once, and so your tribes always wins against the deer. Oh my god, there's another sanctuary right here. Okay, for this event, it depends on which cultures you're gonna pick. I'm thinking we're gonna try the Harappan today. And with the Harappan, we don't need food. We don't need the extra bonus food on CD or Outpost. I think we go with the 25% discount on the domestication. Okay, as you can see, we can pick our first cultures. And let's go with the Harappans. I will go over in detail the advantages and disadvantages of these cultures in a different video. In general, it's a cultures that reduce a lot of food, which means you're gonna have a lot of populations, and you can turn the population into a lot of things. I would like to try out the Emblematic district triangle strategy, which is you building 3 unique districts next to each other, and in order to do that, you have to fight 3 lands, 3 territories that next to each other. So the good thing about the Harappan is that you have that unique army like right away when you go to the Ancient Era. It's an upgrade scout. So to create Outpost, you want to create it with an army of at least 2 to save the time. So it's like this, you split up to explore, but when you create Outposts, you want to combine them. So you look at the suggestion that the game made for me right here on the top. 15 food, 12 industry is pretty high. those lanes are so rich, I think I'm gonna set it out right there. 1512, and the other one is like 1916. Okay, creating my first outpost. There's another good one over here, 1916. And that's close to the border of the territory, which is very good for my strategy that I want to try. So this is perfect. This is really good. Okay, I'm gonna split them up and keep exploring. If you see Sanctuary, keep ransack it, but this time it doesn't give you food, it's gonna give you gold, and that's one of the currency that you need in the game to trade or to buy our buildings. And the same for fighting mammoth. If you're fighting mammoth, it's gonna give you gold, not food. Okay, we have our first city. The first thing we want to do is this infrastructure. We're gonna do the domestication first. It's required 50 industry, and our industry production now is 13, and each populations that we put into industry are gonna use 6 extra. So I'm gonna disband these 2 units to get the 12 extra industry reductions. So look at here, so 25. So from 4 turns, now it's down to 2 turns to research the pottery workshop. And in this game, every turn counts. So 2 turns to build something is pretty good. So I have to sacrifice 2 of my army and turn them into workers in the city. So that's the idea. So when it's done, so this is time to build the Emblematic district. You see that the suggestion is to build up there, but I don't want to because I want to create a Emblematic district triangle. So it say only plus 3 food right now, but it's gonna give more when I combine the territory together. Because right now it does not exploit the type outside my city. So now I have enough influence to attach this. So click attach. You gain all the food and industry production from the new outpost that you attach. I think we find the blue players here. Okay, I think we meet the Hittites. The first treaty you want to do with almost everyone is the trade. And for the Harappans, you want to use the gold, like every gold that you have, to buy their resources. If you play the Harappans and you're using this strategy, your cities will be low on the stability. And one way to make up the stability is the resources that you control or you buy it from the other players. Okay, we're done with our first unique district, and we're gonna build the next one like right next to it on the other territory. And we're gonna save the place when they say 15 for later, and I tell you why. We are attacked by the blue. Always do manual deployments, manual battles, and always stay on the high ground. So they attack us, and they stay on the low ground. We just need to defend. Don't even attack them. There you go. So when you're done with domestication, the next thing you want to research is the calendar. It's gonna give you the artisan quarter, which you can build on top of the resources to extract the resources. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my army back to the city. When your unit is inside your territory, it's gonna gain health. Okay, we have a new event. So I think we go with the cremate because we want to shift our society into more science. So basically we want more liberty, we need more science, so we should go with science. We want our society to be more progress. If you build a farmer quarters right here, it's gonna give you like 15 food, but we have a lot of food right now, and I want to save it. I want to save that place for the next era cultures that we can pick. So this one, I want to save it for this emblematic district, the Nemeton, because it counts as farmer quarters, and it's gain food but adjacent farmer quarters. We already have 2 right here, so we're gonna save that space for the next era. The goal when you play the Harappan, your goal is to thrust into the next era and pick the Celts, and I think that's the best combo for the Harappan early game. So I'm thinking I will start a new outpost so that we can start our emblematic district triangle strategy. So when you first have 8 populations, you're gonna have your first 2 civics, and you always want to go for more influence. And for this one, we're gonna, because we want to shift our society into more progress, it's gonna boost our science, so we're gonna go for science. The next technology we want to research is the city defense, and actually the very important one is organized warfare. It's right here. If you don't have this one, your armies only fight separately and they're gonna take down your army one by one. Okay, I'm gonna build another outpost right here. Take 4 turns, that's fine. Meanwhile, if you see the stability is go from 90 to 80, so you don't want to build anything else, so just do infrastructure. And you send the rest of your army to go explore. So I see a lot of sanctuary right here, so just ransack it. The mammal is in the way, so have to go around. I'm gonna ransack the other one as well. So far I think we see 2 of the AIs, the blue and the green. Okay, I think we meet the green. Oh, this guy is very peaceful. Yeah, let's do trade with him. So the 2 treaties that you really want to do in the early game is trade and share map, so you can see all the player quickly. So you can trade with them. You can make another treaty to share map with another guys and expand your map. Create your regions. You want to go for shamanism because you have a lot of population. So you still have to keep exploring and picking up curiosity. It will give you a boost for influence and science. When you see a deer inside your territory, just fight it. You can regain health afterward. Okay, we have 3 territory right now, and as you can see, the next unique district gonna give us 16 food. I'm gonna buy lead from this guy. It's only 62 gold. It's pretty cheap. It's gonna give us a boost on the stability. I'm gonna buy gold from this guy. It's expensive, but it's gonna give us back in the long run. We cannot buy this. It say you cannot afford to buy the trade license. Yeah, because we don't have enough gold. So the next thing we want to do is to control the resources. And I see that there is 2 coffees in this territory, so I want to claim this sector right here. So 13 food and 11 industry is okay. It's gonna take 3 turns. That's fine. Another event. With this, oh, we need a lot of stability, so I think we're gonna go with Embrace. So our stability gonna drop to 68%. Ideally, you wanna keep it high as you can. 90% is high enough. Yeah, because we attach so many territory into our city, and if we build a lot of district, the stability gonna drop. So go for Embrace with this event. The special ability of the agrarian is to use influence to gain populations, but I think in this case, when we play the Harappan, we don't need that. We're gonna use influence to create more and more outposts and to build more and more artisan quarters. So you can build this artisan quarters using your influence, and it can be built instantly. And that will increase our stability when we control the resources. So we're very low on influence, so I want to make use of it. I see this territory has 2 luxury resources. There are 2 of them, so I think I'm going to build an outpost right here. Yeah, the other territories only have 1. So I'm going to build the next outpost there first. We're going to save up the gold so that we can buy all the resources from the green guy. Yeah, I think we go with the stone rings next. It takes 9 turns, but it gives trendy stability, which is really nice. So I usually build any fate buildings at the perimeter, like it doesn't relate it to any kind of lane. When you see a gray city, this is the neutral. And when you see a neutral city with 0 populations and there is no other troop of them around, you can attack the city and then you can claim the city for free. I think I want to build, the first thing I want to do is build more artisan quarters so that I can control more luxury resources. Oh, we found another army. It's a warrior. The warrior is very strong in the early game. It seems like I can build another outpost, so I'm gonna do it. 3 turn, 3 turn, 3 turn is fine. Another event. So you look for Stability. Yeah, I think we still go for the stability for 15 turn, because we're gonna build a lot, and every district that we build, we're gonna decrease our stability by 10. So now we're just done with our first religious buildings, and we have nothing left to do. So I'm gonna research infrastructure while waiting to go to the next era. For this event, just pick silence. Don't do other things, because it's gonna give you a negative impact. So just pay the money, keep them silent. So we're back to 100% stability. That's pretty good. Okay, we meet another neutral city. Yeah, that guy gonna attack us. So 2 more stars, and then we can go to the next era. We have an event. Solar or lunar? I think we go with solar. I'm gonna create another outpost right here to have control over the coffee. So the next science, the next technologies, you want to go with this writing so that you can build a market quarter. They're stronger, so just retreat. Retreat against a neutral doesn't give you any negative impact. You can move, you can spend influence to move the outpost to the new locations, and by doing that, so you can move it to over here and then attaches so that you can build a unique district right next to it. You see that? New civic. Oh, this one is really good for us because we need stability on our capital. Okay, we get the last star to complete the requirement to go to the next era. So this is pretty fast, and we have 2 cities. That's a really good start for us. So for this event, pick Ferris because we want to be more progress. So you can pick a coaches right now, but if you're so far ahead and you know that the other players, the AI cannot keep up with you, you can stay in this area for another few turns. So absolutely the next culture that we pick is going to be the Celts. So far, looking at the map, this is a good start for us. We control a lot of territories, where we have a free city. That's unexpected. But let's say we only have 1 city, and let's adopt these new cultures. Just want to show you guys the unique district that they have. We're gonna build next to our canal triangles. Here is our canals. Each one of those give us 23 foods, and if we build this, Nemetons, see this, plus 36 food. That's a lot. And the next one is plus 35. Unfortunately, we cannot build the third one right here because there's only 1 unique district in that territory. So that's very unfortunate. But overall, like, this is so good. This is gonna give us a lot of food, and we're gonna gain a lot of populations. So putting aside the free CD that we have, let's say we don't have that free CD, so this is considered a perfect start for the Harappans. Okay, I stop right here since the classical era will be covered in a different video series. If you think this video is helpful, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Also, please let me know in the comments below which cultures, doesn't have to be in classical eras, can also be in the later eras, that can be a good combinations with this one. Thank you, and I see you guys in the next one.